He had a gun this whole... He had a gun? Oh my god, the hero had a gun this whole time in his back. Oh, come on. No. Now the whole thing's ruined. And you get like a kind of moment, and then he uses his elbow to assist it. Oh, that's fantastic. It's a good reason to introduce striking at different levels in your choreographies. Some other parts before this particular one-on-one exchange were kind of... If you're a subscriber, you know this is a bit of a different format. You don't usually see the face. I'm gonna try one of these. It's not gonna be like a standard React video. I'm not gonna just sit here and watch a fight and then... That's my dog. I'm not gonna sit here and watch a fight and then go, oh, that was so good. We're gonna watch some fights, but there's gonna be a lot of pausing, going back, going forward, and analyzing them. There's gonna be actual analysis of the choreography and what's going on. So if you like it, let me know in the comments. And if you don't like it, I just looked up fight scenes that were kind of popular this week, and it looks like there's a series called Reacher. I haven't seen these, don't know anything about the show. Let's check out some choreography. This stuntman is supposed to be so dead. He's been stabbed multiple times, and then he gets shot 6. But he makes sure to use his hand to hug the other guy on his way by. You know, you don't want anybody to get hurt. Why is there a crowbar? It's propping open a door? The folding doors close on their own. We need to prop it open. Let's just use a crowbar, I guess. All right, so this is a thing. We've kind of established this sneaky, stabby style that the hero does, right? He's efficient with the knife, and he does these little movements close in, like, here's the target, okay, that's what he does. But he doesn't do these big wind-up moves. Now, all of a sudden, he swings the knife from behind his back, like he's trying to hit a home run. The reason they would do that and have him wind up is so that he would meet the stuntman and they would be attacking at the same time. They don't want him to, oh, the guy's reaching for the crowbar and it took him too long, he's stabbed and he's dead. All they needed to do was have the hero go to the stuntman instead of the hero and the stuntman meeting in the middle. Always solve a problem in a way that's in character. Don't break character with the choreography to solve a problem that could be solved otherwise. All right, let's check out an actual exchange here. So we don't see whatever this hit is, which sucks. Oh, I guess the knife goes flying for some reason. Okay, so oh man. We can deduce that perhaps the knife here, crowbar, that the guy whacked him in the forearm with the crowbar. But we don't see any of that actually happen. It's all blocked. And even that, do we get to see this? The second hit comes in, and the camouflage is actually doing its job and camouflaging something in this all-white house. Okay, we see this one. That's good. All right, I'm satisfied with that. And that... All right, there's a problem with presenting. It's a good reason to introduce striking at different levels in your choreography. So he hits him in the stomach, right here, right? Hits him in the stomach with the crowbar, and the guy's hands go down a bit. The guy's hands going down, don't have the guy, but I can't touch my stomach because I need to get hit there again. His hands are going down, and that's a great excuse for the guy hitting him to then hit him at a different level in the leg or the head, and it gives variety. Like if you had a fight scene that was all jabs and crosses all at the guy's face, it gets boring eventually because it's all just right here. There's a realistic way, a realistic excuse to introduce variety. He hit him in the stomach, so his hands are going to be here. Okay, now hit him in the head, so it's... That's why it looks so awkward that when he goes for this next hit, the hero makes sure to move his hands out of the way and present his ribs so that he can get hit again. And I think that's the same hit. They just showed it twice, which makes the hero look dumber. That's the problem with this. It makes the hero look inept, and you don't want that. You don't want the hero to conveniently seem stupid because he needed to get hit in the same spot twice. So all of a sudden, he's the only person on Earth who doesn't reach for the spot where they just got hit. Instead, he's like, I got hit there. Oh, gotta let it happen again. Okay, this is great. Usually you see somebody swinging at somebody's head, they're gonna swing above where the head actually is, and it kind of ruins it. This stuntman actually swings. Watch where our hero's head is. Okay, it's at the top of the screen there. So as long as the crowbar doesn't go off the top of the screen, we know the stuntman actually would have hit the hero if the hero hadn't moved. And that really helps suck us in. And yeah, it absolutely would have hit him, which is great. It's weird that the special effects guys, instead of adding damage to the door where the crowbar hits, and then they add to the spot where the crowbar didn't actually hit the door. He had a gun this whole... He had a gun? What? He had a gun? Oh my god, the hero had a gun this whole time in his back? Oh, come on. No. Now the whole thing's ruined. Why? He had a gun this whole time. It's not like this is exactly the most quiet thing going on right here. Shots have already been fired. I mean, the one stuntman, he got shot 6 times in the chest. So why didn't he pull his gun out? It's the idea of sneaking around is long since passed. Oh, we do see it. Okay, hey, no pun intended, props to whoever made sure this happened. See how we can now see the gun tucked in? And they even like pulled his jacket up just a bit so we can see it this whole time. That's really, really good attention to detail, whoever did that. Whoever was in charge of continuity on set, they deserve a raise. And it doesn't fall out when he falls. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, that's really good. And it gives us an excuse for the bad guy to have seen it because we could see it. Like his jacket was lifting up and it was easily visible. That is fantastic. Now, why does it go away? All right, let's just appreciate how much the crowbar is not choking the hero right now. The hero is just like his 2 hands are kind of holding it to choke himself. All right, easy solution for this kind of thing. Because you know ahead of time, right? It's not like it was a surprise. Oh, we're gonna have him use a gun now? Too bad the crowbar was put around his neck this way. Just flip it so that the hooky end of the crowbar is against his neck. Now the stuntman can be holding the crowbar with the hook in the guy's neck, and he can still hold him there with the one hand, right? And then the hero has an excuse still to be pulling with both hands because he doesn't want the sharp point of the crowbar sticking into his neck. And he also needs 2 hands to pull it away. It would make sense, right? So this could have been solved just by flipping the crowbar over and then sliding it a little bit. Or, oh man. Okay, what would have been cool looking, I think, is stuntman does the choke, sees the gun, goes to grab the gun, yanks it, so the hero goes from this to, and you get like a kind of moment that puts the hero in more danger. Like it looks like, I mean, we know, yeah, there's a gun getting pulled out, but whatever. It's gonna raise the stakes a little. But we don't expect the hero's actually gonna get shot here, right? We know it's not gonna happen. But it's a cool raising of the stakes. It's a cool increase in danger if the hero gets that crowbar from the choke to an even worse choke. So, okay, he's dealing with something. Now the thing he was dealing... So he's dealing with something and the gun gets pulled out. Now he has a second problem to deal with. But what's fantastic is he's dealing with something and the gun gets pulled out. But the first thing he's dealing with that escalates too. So what he was in a stalemate with is now even worse. So he's even more behind the 8 ball. It's like a surprise increase in danger when the audience is only expecting the singular increase in danger. Okay, so what happens with the gun? I gotta see this. Okay. He goes to, for whatever reason, he pulls the gun out behind him and then decides he has to shoot him from the front with it. Alright, hero stops it. Whatever. But what happens? Okay, like this, he's grabbing it so it can't be shot again. Okay, this is where the choreography and the editing don't meet eye to eye. The choreographer knows what's going on. The gun's being grabbed in a way where it can't be shot again because the top part can't slide back and the hammer can't go back. So it can't be shot. I think the director in this case would need to like get an extra shot of that not working and this stuntman trying to shoot and not being able to. Maybe there is that shot and the editor decided it was too slow and they just decided to get rid of it. But the editor decided that this isn't a counter to a gun so that it can't be shot. This is just a grabbing of the gun and throwing it. This is a disarm. Okay. Ah, man. Okay, so the choreographer did their job. This has good choreography. The choreographer did their job. Seems stupid that he would be able to just randomly overpower him and pull the gun, but he's twisting it. The gun, let's say the handle of the gun, and this is the top of the gun. He goes, yeah, there we go. I got a call. Oh, let's make this work. All right, we got our gun here. The guy's grabbing it and using it as a lever, right? So the hand becomes the fulcrum. There's so much extra leverage here that this is great. Sorry, it's going this way. This is a great way to do this. And then he uses his elbow to assist it. Oh, that's fantastic. So there's a real disarm happening here. But what sucks is it's ruined by the shot. This is, okay, for one, notice how the crowbar is the other way now, and the curvy end is on the other side. Ah, so close yet so far. But now the gun's gone, so it just looks like he did a thing, and we don't get to see it long enough to realize that it worked and there was a disarm. It's just the gun's magically gone in this next shot, which sucks because that was good choreography, and I wish it had stayed in the way it was supposed to. Moving right along though. Gotta take he kicks it away. But if he hadn't, he would have been on his knees, able to reach the gun on the floor. All right, so like if he just hadn't stood up, he could have picked up the gun on his own. So this again, making the character seem dumb because the director, or maybe it was the choreographer, didn't want a certain thing to happen. So like, oh, let's just have him kick the gun away and he doesn't use it. He does the disarm, he goes to reach for the gun, the bad guy still has a hold of the crowbar, he recommits to the crowbar and pulls him. Then the hero can't pick up the gun, he can't reach it, so the hero goes for standing up, and the bad guy still gets lifted up because he's committed to the crowbar thing, and that lifts him off the ground. Then the hero can grab one arm with two hands and do the exact same thing he's gonna do. You could do. The hero wouldn't look like an idiot kicking a gun away from themselves. You know what okay. Notice how this stuntman actually could have looked in any direction. He does look exactly where the glass prop is. And it like makes sense he's gonna look back because he's gonna hit the fireplace and yeah, okay. But he looks back and is able to spot something. It's not filmed in the best way so that we as the audience can understand that there's a vase there. But stuntman did a good job with that. Yes. Oh, and he doesn't drop. Ooh, did we get to see some pads there? Yeah, we We can see some padding underneath the table there. But whatever. Good break ball by the stuntman. He holds on to the crowbar. I'm liking this. I'm liking it. Some other parts before this particular one-on-one exchange were kind of... But this stuff, this is good. I like it. He hit him in a different spot too. Did he hit him in the leg? All right. Got some levels. And then he goes high. Oh man, okay. I like this. He goes low. Then he goes for a different level. He stands up and he goes high. Kira blocks it. When the when the character makes the mistake of he's hit high and then he goes for the same thing again, our hero has learned and countered it, which is always fantastic. Now they're showing the intelligence of the character through the choreography, because you can do the move once and he will it's coming at me and he'll block it. But you do the same thing twice and he's taken in the information and learned, and he will use it against you and counter you. Fantastic, making him seem like a competent, intelligent character through the choreography. And this is great. The stuntman doesn't, oftentimes you would see someone go for the swing, but they know the hero is gonna tackle them. So as soon as the hero goes down and they're gonna miss, they just kind of like, and they like stop committing. They're like, oh, and then open up for the tackle. Nah, the guy really swings all the way through with power. Oh, it's fantastic. Like, it looks like he's really committed to swinging, hoping to him. Oh, that's great. Good job. And he still holds on to it. He still holds on to the crowbar. It's just glued to that one hand. All right, I love the use of stuff as props. All right, like this stuff that's all over the place. There's not an obvious thing of knives there. All right. Ooh. Oh, cross-check with the crowbar. Okay, I am really liking this. This makes sense. This is actually making sense. It's good. That part's questionable now that we're back to darkness and rain. All right, what's he going to do? He goes to... He's got the gun in position. He can shoot. Why isn't he shooting here? He's got it, and it's all good to go. And the guy hasn't swung yet, so he just freezes in time. Is he looking? The hero's looking where the gun's gonna go before it even goes there. I'm gonna shoot you. Throws it away. That was questionable. I don't know if this was just impatience or what. Maybe we'll overlook that. We'll overlook the obvious stupidity of this. But all right, it gets hit away. Then what do we get? We get a hit that we don't see. The guy's been so good. Well, I know it hits the hero in the stomach because that's where he moves his arms away from. So I'm gonna get hit here. Oh man. All right, this one. Oh man, it's a problem. It's a problem. All right, maybe they got two cameras running. They might, but it wouldn't work for either. If there's a camera more to the side here, this still wouldn't work and would need to be corrected. The camera, you gotta know your angles. Know your angles, people. So where's the camera? Camera's at this kind of 45 degrees, let's say, over the shoulder. Crowbar, our hero's head, is my fantastic Space Invaders mug. This is the camera. You are the camera. If I'm hitting him in the face with a crowbar, this works. But as we rotate, the greater the angle, the more you can see the distance between the weapon and the head, right? So what the stuntman needs to do to compensate is hit to the left of the head so that it looks right. It looks, where he's hitting here, looks right from his point of view. From the stuntman and the heroes, from both of those actors' points of view, that looks great. It looks like, it was right in front of my face. But that's not, you don't want to hit there. You want to hit to the side of it. See how obvious a miss it is. And it's obvious he's supposed to be hitting with the center of the crowbar. So if the angle's here, if it's here, I'm actually aiming over here with it. And then as the angle increases, it looks right. Let's see. Does it? Yeah, so crowbar. I want to aim here. See? And the more the angle is, the more I have to move to the side. See how it looks like the crowbar is hitting the mug, but I'm way over here to make that look like it's happening because of the extreme angle. So that just wasn't kept in. The weird thing that I don't like when this happens is multiple people watched on set on a little video display that hit happening and didn't bother to reshoot or say, just move it a bit to the left. It was like, oh, what can we do? I guess it's just impossible to get it at the right angle. See, that one looked great. Frick. This stuntman is doing such a great job of being convincing that, I don't know, maybe it's an all-out character in the show, I don't know, but he's doing such a good job of making it look like he's really committing to hitting hard. Like this wind-up, I wouldn't usually be a fan, but it looks so good. See how the contrast really helps us? Man, I get to geek out on contrast, but the black crowbar against his white costume makes it so easy to see that he is wound up with it. Fantastic. Okay, it kind of looks like the hero just finished the fight. The actor finished the fight and he's giving us a thumbs up. Like, yeah, I landed in the water. I'm okay. All right. Oh, and now he's nodding at us? All right, let's do some more fights from Reacher. This was better than I expected. Like, it had moments where it kind of sucked. Why would... Okay, I thought he was going to stab him. It looked like he was leaping in to stab. Though, why would... But that had... Oh, man. Had some questionable moments, especially at the start. But that turned out way better than I expected. Oh, they're going to ruin it, aren't they? Yeah, we're gonna pretend the rest of this didn't happen. We're gonna... He's simultaneously... Wait, he's gone... Oh, okay, what? Going to the well too many times with the gun. But this is a bit of an issue. He wants to choke him, so he's got to pull. But he's also trying to drown him, which involves pushing. So he's simultaneously trying to pull and push while... Like, his knee should maybe be in his back or something. It's like they have him trying to do two directions at once, so it comes across as very unbelievable. It just doesn't feel... It feels like the move's being done for the convenience of the hero being able to have this issue where he has to reach the gun and then do that. All right, let me know what you thought of the format. It's a bit different. You get to see all the loveliness of the beard and the locks. Whatever. There are videos here. Click them, enjoy them, have fun. See you soon.